Hey Pat, big day coming up, man. I wanted to say congratulations to you and Allie. This is a big jump, and I am so happy and so proud to be a part of this with you as you embark on this next chapter of your life. Uh, we have so many fine memories, and I'm so happy that you chose me to be one of your groomsmen. I was telling my kids that you're probably one of my oldest friends, and they always talk about, oh, I'll never be friends with somebody as long forever, and it's kind of funny, like just thinking how many different things from playing soccer together to working at the barn to just kind of just chilling to doing all the different partying we used to do, and I just want to really let you know that I truly appreciate you and thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your celebration. It's going to be a great lit weekend, and I am super stoked to see you.
Hi, my name is Greg Schuster, and I met Pat back when we were like 5 or 6. We played soccer together back in Illinois. I used to cross the balls in, and he used to head them in, and we were quite the dynamic duo. Scored quite a few goals. Memories would be, most recently there was a time where I visited Pat and Ellie, and the weather wasn't great outside, so we decided to watch all of Letterkenny, and then proceeded the next couple of days to just quote Letterkenny nonstop, which I imagine Ellie found kind of amusing at first, but then maybe got a little annoying, but pitter-patter. I digress. Hopes and aspirations, I feel like Pat and Ellie are killing it right now. They're just going to continue to kill it in the future, so congratulations.
Hey Patrick, it's Eddie Schutz from St. Charles North. I met Pat freshman year in high school, so I've known him about 24 years. I think English class we met. My top 2 memories was watching the Muay Thai match that Pat fought in at Bud's in St. Charles. I remember celebrating your win, and then visiting Chris in Nashville with Kent. We had a lot of fun. 3 words I would use to describe Pat: ambitious, diligent, and energetic, because you work hard building up your business and you're enthusiastic about training and coaching boxing. I wish Allie and Patrick a lifetime of love and happiness. Congratulations on your marriage, and I'm really happy for both of you. See you guys soon.
Hi, I'm Chris Wapner, and I'm from Illinois. I grew up in Campton Hills with Pat. And I've known him since 2002, so that's 23 years that I've been friends with him. I met Pat when I had just moved out here from Kentucky, and I had a new group of friends that knew Pat, and he was moving into the same neighborhood that I lived in. So he lived in Elgin. A few of us went over there and helped him move out, and we moved him over to his house that he lived with his parents in Campton Hills. So that's how I met Pat for the first time. 2 memories that I have with Pat are definitely watching boxing on Fridays and Saturday nights. That's something that I really look back on and absolutely thought was so much fun. And the other one was playing softball on Friday nights with him and his dad. But one of those things that I've always thought was unique about Pat is he's super clever. So one time we were driving down Campton Hills Road. It's a little side street off of the countryside where we live. And we found out that there was a horse path that connected that road to our neighborhood. So anytime we were going home down that road, we wouldn't take the main road, we'd take this back one. So we used to call it, well, he came up with it, it'd be going from the hood to the hills, or the hills to the hood, depending on how you looked at it, just because of the name of the road. So he always has a clever name for something, or an event or whatever. So I guess that kind of leads me up to the 3 words. I definitely say that number 1, super clever. That includes he's just funny, he's just an awesome person to be around. But the next 2 are names and Tom Brady, because no matter what Pat does, he's the best at it. He's just really good at whatever he picks up. So we'll give him Tom Brady for the 3rd one, for the things that are names. And for Pat's future, he moved down to Florida. He went off and did that on his own, and that was really brave, and he's done a great job down there. So he takes control of stuff and just embraces the future. So I hope the best for him, but I'm totally certain that him and Allie are gonna end up doing great things, and we look forward to hearing about what happens going forward. And so I also can't forget to introduce our little pet here's growling for some Muncho chips right now. So this is Milo. He says congratulations. He won't be able to make it, but he'll be there in spirit. So, all right, Pat, Allie, congratulations. We're super excited to see you here in about a month, and best wishes for you.
Hey guys, it's Brian from Illinois. Met Patrick through martial arts MMA training. One of the first striking coaches I ever had. Taught me a lot of things I still use till this day. Memories I have with you, Patrick. You cornered me in my fight, my first Expo fight. Cheering me on, hyping me up, being a good quarterman. And my other memory would be just all the sessions you took the time out of your day to take with me. You trained me on your own time, and I'll never forget that. And it means so much to me. It's like a brother to me, and I still tell my students about you till this day. So I'm so sorry I can't be there, but Patrick, love you, brother. I wish the best for you guys in your marriage and your life together. Take care.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Your brother asked me to put this video together, and I'm honored to do so. I'm sorry I'm not there. I don't know how much time I have to say all the wonderful things about you that I love about you. But my name's Lee Robustelli. For anyone that doesn't know me, met Patrick in Chicago in 2010, I think, give or take. And, felt close to him right off the bat. Worked with him. He still remains my favorite and most amazing trainer to work with in person. And I don't know, I kind of felt like I became like an older brother to him. And, we had the best times. We lived together for some years. I feel like I'm partly responsible for bringing him to Florida, where he met the love of his life. So I'll take a little bit of credit for that. I love your family, man. Everybody, can't wait to see them down there for the wedding. I wish you two nothing but the best. I think your brother asked for three words that best described you. Amazing friend. Dedicated. You have a big heart. Those are three things. But I could keep going. So I'm going to stop there. So I'll keep this G-rated. And love you, pal. And can't wait to see you. All right?
Hey everyone, my name is Joey Marano. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. And forgive me, I look like crap. I just got out of work. I've known Patrick for quite a while, probably like 4 or 5 years. We met when I was going to learn how to do some boxing with my buddy Aiden Farrow. I think me and Patrick and Allie, we all have quite the funny relationship. Whenever we see each other, it's always jokes and always a good time. My top 2 memories with Patrick are definitely mahi fishing for his birthday. We got kind of wild with those mahi, or diving in the water, just using the mahi as phones, and it's pretty good. And I would say my second one is winning the men's league championship with Patrick and net, and he had no idea what he was doing. We just threw him in some goaltender gear, and we actually won the rest of the season with him in net. If I had to use 3 words to describe Patrick, it would be wise, because he's a nice old man, and ginger, because he's a ginger, and I'll go with daddy, because he's Daddy Patty. Anyway, Patrick, Allie, I wish you guys the best. I love you guys. Mwah.
Hi, my name's Tom. I'm Allie's dad. I've had the pleasure of knowing Patrick for 6 years. I first met Patrick in the spring of 2019 at Bonefish Max, a local Wellington restaurant. We met for lunch with Allie, Colleen, her mom, and it was after a few months of dating Allie, and she was told at Patrick that he needed to be prepared for lots of questions from us. One memory I have is preparing to open Patrick's new Fight Fit Wellington business in Wellington. Together with Allie and Patrick and all 4 parents, we helped set up the boxing ring. We painted walls. We attached the painting and faux brick. We hung mirrors. We put down flooring, and it was a successful opening a couple weeks later. Another memory I had was going with Patrick and his dad Chris and Allie to see the New England Patriots Miami Dolphins game at Hard Rock Stadium. Fun times were had tailgating and throwing footballs in the parking lot and eating wonderful food before the game. Another memory was reaping the benefits of Patrick and Allie's fishing expedition when they brought home fresh fish, cooked it up, and it was delicious that evening. 3 words I could describe Patrick. First word being supportive. Patrick always is supporting Allie's riding and competing. His respect for her as an athlete is noteworthy. He's also that way with his clients too, from what I've seen. Second word might be outgoing. Patrick is like the mayor of everywhere. He knows someone every place we've been with him, and he's even managed to introduce himself to a family friend of mine from childhood. He makes and keeps friends because of his genuine interest in their lives and stories. Another word would be fun. Patrick lives life to its fullest. Fast cars, biking, boxing, motorcycles, skydiving, hockey. He's always about the fun. So Patrick, I wish you all the best in your future with Allie. Remember, happy wife, happy life.
Hey Patrick, congratulations man, really happy for you. Coming to you from Italy here on Caitlin and I on our honeymoon. Your brother asked me to put this video together, which I think is a really cool idea. So I wanted to remind you, we've known each other, I think about 7 years. The first time I met you, I think if I remember, was while you were training Caitlin at Jeremy's gym. You had, I guess maybe told her I could have a free lesson, so I came and we had a boxing lesson, and man, that kicked my ass so bad. And that's probably why you didn't see me again for a couple years until COVID. I think we hung out and like went to some concerts together at the amphitheater, but otherwise we didn't really do anything until COVID. When we started, working out, you started training me and Caitlin together at the park out there in Wellington, and and then going to the Title Gym, and then obviously eventually you opened up your gym. So yeah, I think it's been about 7 years. 3 words to describe you. The first one I would say is courageous. I think it's really awesome and super, just courageous how you opened up the gym. You started the business right on, I don't know, it was like right at the tail end of COVID or right in the middle of COVID. You really took a risk, man, on yourself and really rolled the dice, and look how awesome it's paid off so far. And you're only, a few years in, 4 or 5 years in now, and courageous with getting back in the boxing ring after like 10 years. You competed back in May and kicked ass and won. All the stuff you've been doing with getting into reffing, I mean, it's really awesome. And then the second word I would say would be, is it enthusiastic? I thought of the word enthusiastic. Just in regards to everything you do, man, like, whether it's boxing, training, it's, going shooting with the guns, playing soccer, fishing, hockey, you're enthusiastic with reffing and judging, learning that whole area. I think is awesome too, man, that you do all that stuff. And, you really carry that enthusiasm to the rest of us too. So it's really, really infectious, man, really awesome. And then the third word I would say would be, I think, dedication or knowledge, like being dedicated to, continuing to learn, everything you do with, you stepped into being a goalie for hockey, like learning that, learning all the ins and outs of reffing, of judging, and wanting to be better. And I've got some bugs here in the garden here in Italy. What else? Continuing with, learning. The bugs are just all over me because they know I'm on video. And, learning about equestrian stuff with horses, and, so you could help Allie and support her. And obviously that betters your business. Your knowledge with rehabbing, old hurt people like me, so you could like work with us. and you know, help us get better and not hurt certain things. Just all the knowledge, man, that you have and everything is so freaking cool, man. What else? So the other thing I think your brother asked was 2 memories, and the first one that comes to mind, although it's not that old, was a few years back during Allie's birthday when you and Allie and me and Caitlin rode the motorcycles out to Okeechobee to go skydiving. You know, it's kind of sort of still COVID, like we had to have the mask on. We were inside the hangar. So I thought that was awesome. That was a cool memory. 4 of us doing that together and surprising Allie on her birthday because she had no idea about it. And then the other one, obviously, that comes to mind for me, selfishly, is you know, coaching me during boxing, especially the first boxing match at Golden Gloves when I was sick as shit, had the flu, or who knows what the hell was wrong, man. But yeah, man, you coached me through that. You supported me, believed in me, and that just means the world to me, man. It was awesome memory, that first boxing match, and coming out victorious and kicking ass, man. So I think those are things that come to mind, man. I think those are all the things your brother had asked me to say, and obviously, man, I wish the best for you and Allie. Long life, marriage, happiness, the business, prosperity. You know, I know the business is only going to continue to grow and get bigger, and eventually we're going to have to get a much bigger building at some point, because it's only going to keep going, man. I know sky's the limit for you, man, and I'm just so happy for you. You're like the much taller, younger brother I never had, man. So I love you, buddy. Thanks.
Pat Rick, what's up, dude? It's your newest brother-in-law, Tony, coming to you straight from Mexico on the honeymoon. Just crazy to think that we've known each other for almost 3 years at this point. Met back, I believe it was on the beach. We've had quite a few good times. One of them you called out at my wedding with the drive to 4th of July. I just really appreciate you, man. I know one of the questions that we were asked to answer was, what are 3 words that describe you? And I think the first 3 that came to mind were tough, family, and then intentional. I just see how intentional you are with everyone you love, with all the different things you do. You and Allie are just such a good time, man. I wish you both nothing but the best. I know that you two will constantly have laughs in your household, but just remember to, you know, hold each other tight, and Megan and I are always here for you. Love you, dude. Happy wedding.
Hey guys, hey Patrick McNeil Parsons, P squared, all the nicknames. I can't remember them all because they're all so wonderfully appropriate for you. I'm on the road right now. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. Miss you, Patrick. See you very soon, okay? I'm Christopher McNeil Parsons. We're the last of the McNeils, me and Patrick, the Moron brothers. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, same as Patrick. I met Patrick about 1987 in August when he was born. So we've known each other for almost 40 years now. So I guess we could say we're pretty old friends. You know, we've had our ups and downs and our tussles. I mean, he is a ginger middle child and my younger brother. So of course that comes with the territory. I've got so many memories of Patrick, but I guess some of the top memories of him, if I had to narrow it down. One of the first memories that pops into my head, because it's just your like spontaneous and reckless sense of humor always inspired me. In high school, when we first started in St. Charles North, as we rolled into corrupt that city, Stephen and Crodell's first and second period, probably around 2001, when Crodell asked who we thought donated the most to aiding people that were displaced in World War II, and you blurted out homosexuals in the middle of a class. That kind of like just disregard for authority and for norms. I've had that sense, that spirit too, and I've wanted to stick by your side as your partner through those types of mischievous acts of intellectual violence. And I hope you know, man, I still am your partner, and in the same way, if not more. I wish we were closer in proximity than we are these days, man. I want nothing more than that, than to just have like a big property and live across the street from you and see your family grow over the years. But anyway, I digress. I'd say there's so many other memories. That one just gets me laughing every time I think about it. and all the boys that we met in that class. I think Eddie was in that class too. I think Fast Eddie was in that class, Eddie Schutz. So there's so many memories. I mean, it's really not even fair to like try to like pin down to 2 memories, man. I mean, obviously we've been like really close friends for decades and decades and decades. So 3 words that would describe Patrick for me: wild, wild. Again, you know, kind of restating that sense of that energetic sense of exploration just in life and in dialogue and in relationship and in just testing the waters of society. I think that wild is a good word for you, man. And I think it's had its ups and downs, but I think it overall it's really led your spirit. Another word I think for you would be transformative. I know trans is a really hot word right now, but this type of transformation I think is a net positive. I think that you've had your ups and downs in life. I've seen you grow, and I couldn't be more proud that you've stuck to your guns through good times and bad, through moves and I'm sure like financial woes, and through relationships to culminate to where you are now with the love of your life, with your life partner, and with your business, and with all the things that are happening now, man. I would just say enjoy where life is now and the people that are around you. And I hope more than anything that this brings you joy and brings you reflection on what it does for me, which is just the joy of the life that you've lived and that we've lived and that the people around you have shared with you. And I hope nothing but the best for you and your future life with your life partner, Allie, with your wife, Allie, and with everyone around you, man. I hope that we can grow closer. Since now I'm your best man, I hope that we can be best men together, and that we can be best friends again, and that we can share a lot more times in the future, man. So I hope the best for you guys, and I can't wait to see you soon. All right, bye.
I first met Patrick 38 years ago, August 22nd, 1987, in New Orleans, Louisiana. His mother delivered him to us. Well, having 3 children, which is recommended, I must say, so they can interact with each other. Just the young years, the growing up, he was athletic. He was in all the sports. All the kids were, but Patrick was so athletic and so good at sports. Even as a young man going into high school, he was often the fastest kid on the field and the most aggressive. And we all ended up playing men's softball leagues together and things. So those are really fond memories of childhood and just being a fun kid. He was always active, always riding his bicycle and out in the street and slamming into snowbanks in the circle. That was crazy. So he was a little bit of a terror. Other fond memories, as he got to be a young adult, he followed his dreams of, he's still an athletic guy, but he needed to channel his energy, and he found boxing. And so with your kids, or you grew up going to Little League games and soccer games with your children, and all of a sudden your 19-year-old, you find himself in a cage fight in a bar on a Friday night, and you're betting on him. He's like a dog fight. That was really interesting, those years that he started boxing in Elgin, Illinois, and we'd go watch him on Friday night fights in some city in Indiana. Just crazy stuff, but fun, and he's one tough SOB, that's what he is. He grew up to be as physically and as a man. It was at the country club. It was Friday night fights. The country club men were all having dinner and drinks, and I took him over there, and just the whole process, the first one of amateur boxing, his first fight. Once Tony Molinar, his trainer out of Elgin, Illinois, finally said he was ready after about a year of training. And I was basically walking in with my son and had him weigh in and do all that. So the rest of the fights, they were all memorable because you never know what's going to happen. And we were traveling across the Midwest and into downtown Chicago, Golden Gloves tournament. So that was really about a 3 or 4 year span, and he continues it today with his own business. So that's the other. I'm really proud of Patrick is when he left home in 2013, following his dream suit to continue being involved in amateur boxing. He started working with Title Boxing, and he met Lee Robustelli, and they went to Florida. That's how he got to Florida, going to help set up and start up some new franchise openings. And that's what took him to West Palm, Florida, and he's in Wellington today. One, he's a Parsons. He's just a funny guy. He's social. He has so many friends. He develops fast friends and relationships and maintains them. Even in Florida, he's a vast network of, not different than the rest of my children. They're very social and very likable people. And he's task-oriented, I'd say. When he sets his mind to something, he sticks to it and sees it through. Persistent. Kind of goes with task-oriented, but he sticks with something he believed in to a level of stubbornness, that you have to have if you're going to be successful. And his best example is his starting up his business, Fight Fit Wellington, during COVID, and against all odds. He, with no money, and the help of our family, us, Allie's family, put together the Fight Fit location, and he's still going strong. 4 or 5 years later? It's amazing. It's a tough business, and he's successful. Well, I was talking to him on the other day from the airport. I said, I know and just going through our daughter Megan's wedding, the planning and the coordinating and trying to get it right in the months leading up to it. Don't let all that overwhelm you. I mean, it is overwhelming, and they are overwhelmed, and he's stressed. But wedding day is the end game, is the goal. And from that day forward, I want them happy. And looking forward, be happy in a loving household. And just, they both have their own businesses, so that's a challenge in itself. But they complement each other well, so I think the bond now of marriage would just be another chapter of their lives, and maybe a different attitude and mindset, not only loving each other, but as Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Parsons going forward. It's just a new outlook, and it's very positive for both of them, and I love them both.